to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stylez and Rosenberg.
We're having a conversation about the word woke. The word woke has now been co-opted as some sort of like, I mean, I don't even know how to describe it.
Anti-left wing. It's like anti-left jargon to make people who are progressive and want like diversity and, you know, people to be kind and empathetic to other people. The word woke is used to make those people sound like they're annoying and over the top and forcing it on other people.
And I was arguing with Rosenberg saying that prior to mainstream white America using the term woke for this kind of all-encompassing leftist progressive thing, woke was a term that black folks used and was specifically about black people being aware and consciousness of what's going on in their society, their knowledge of themselves, and just this overarching black awareness. It wasn't just tied to like anything progressive.
Right. Now it's tied to anything progressive.
Yeah. And when I hear it tied to anything progressive, I automatically think the person using it has been programmed by the right. And what media is doing with the term.
And you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong, but the problem is, and here's what's frustrating, is like Laura just used it and she didn't mean it in that way. She did, but she didn't mean it in an offensive way, right? The problem is a lot of people were all affected by it because we see it. So I know other people, my dad will say it, and they're not mocking it. They're using it sincerely. Like
that's the term to describe the all-encompassing, progressive, aware.
And then you have to say to them, no. Don't say that word because that's the word that the right says to mock those issues. So you sound like you're with them mocking those issues.
God, I know, and I hate it.
But you're not.
Now this has become political.
Well, it's become so many things, but the reason I'm bringing it up on the air is because the chaos and confusion of it all is always the strategy.
I believe that.
To cause everyone to just be lost in the sauce of like finger pointing.
But they know what we're like. They know how easy it is. You just did it.
Yes.
That's what we do. Yeah. Laura said it, and Ebro's like, nah, why you say that? And he was angry.
I said you might as well be MAGA using that word.
Right.
And they know that we are so like
which
that.
I'm not, but let's be clear.
I said that.
No, he said that. She might as well be MAGA using the word woke.
Because I used the word woke.
Wow.
mocking the fact that it's being used.
But they're so good at it that when you heard the word viscerally, I saw it affected you. You're like,
what do you mean woke?
Yeah. It bothered him.
Right.
And I get it. I've had the same experience. Like I'll be on the air with Michael and Don will be talking about an athlete. And like, well, you know, he's really woke and blah, blah, blah. He's not mocking them. He's trying to say he's aware.
Now for me, I don't think I've actually gotten comfortable with white people using the word.
Yeah, because it's still just a hood slang.
Right, it's that part. And no one in my regular life uses that word as like it was a social media word.
And it's a joke.
And it was like
because you don't say somebody's woke. That's not even proper English.
Oh. No, right, of course.
So it really was just a funny word to say, oh, he woke.
It was like it was a spinoff, don't sleep. Stay conscious. You know what I'm saying? Are you paying attention? It was just a slang term.
It's slang. It's jokey.
So now it's a political
term.
And
then Childish Gambino used it on
Stay Woke
on Redbone.
Right.
That was a big part. And then the right people started using the term woke left.
Wow.
The woke left. That was a Trump thing. That was all his people saying the woke. So now that word, and now I'm curious. You know what the topic is? If people wanted to call up, I'm curious to what our listeners feel when they hear it. Like maybe,
Woke?
because look, Shawnee has a different reaction. He doesn't even know about the dialogue that you and I are talking about.
Nah, the political conversation, that completely throws it off for me. It's crazy. That it's even a left or right or whatever y'all talking about.
It just doesn't make sense.
Woke. It doesn't make sense.
Well, no, but even when I hear people who are all-encompassing progressive social things into woke, I'm like, what?
I know.
What are you saying?
It's kind of like the American flag.
Yeah, it is sort of like
Because
that.
the American flag, like, listen, I love this country, but I criticize it because I love it, because I feel like there's so many things that we can change about it.
Speak on it.
But
No, you can't wear the flag anymore.
I feel as sometimes when I see someone on social media with an American flag, I
they're
gotta
always
look
racist.
like, you know what I mean? I gotta look at it like,
99% of the time, they are right-wing
lunatics.
Yes.
Trump-loving racists. The
Yes.
American flag on a Twitter
I hate
profile
that.
is the worst. But then flip on the other side. I went home a little while ago, this is a year ago now already, wearing a Pharrell Billionaire Boys Club jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And, Pharrell puts all kinds of random stuff on his jackets. And it has a USA flag on the, on the side, on the sleeve, which a lot of his stuff does because it's supposed to be spaceships. And then United States, NASA. blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I go to my brother's house, and his kids, who at the time were 12, 13, they're like, Uncle Peter, why are you wearing that? You can't wear an American flag.
What?
And I was like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, they wear those. That the Trump people, that's what Trump people wear. You can't wear that. I was like, guys, it's Pharrell. Don't worry about it. It's fine. What do you?
It's first of all, it's the
Right.
country you live in.
And I
It's
live
the
here.
country we live in.
And so, but it's similar
been
to that
taken over.
word. It's like, damn. So now the connotation of even rocking a USA anything is that they've taken that. They've
Guys,
taken the country.
When you're driving somewhere and you start seeing a lot of American flags, you start being like,
Oh, yeah, right away.
No, if you go
Now-
to my parents' neighborhood, you know what flags you see? Black Lives Matter. That is the flag that you see. My parents' neighborhood. You might see both a USA flag and a Black Lives Matter flag, but people
I see that a lot.
identify
I
with
see
the Black
that a
Lives
lot
Matter
of,
flag.
the lawns.
upstate too, and when you get up into like what's that area, Nyack and all of
Nyack
that up
and
over
Rockland
there.
County and
Rockland
all
County. There you go.
and it's just like, that's our country's flag.
Well,
So sad.
you guys may or may not know this, but I've always had a problem putting the flag on things
Facts.
because I got beef. Y'all owe me money, but
And all types of stuff. A lot. You know what I'm saying?
y'all owe me money. But it is a very interesting conversation. 800-223-9797. Does the term woke make you feel some type of way now?
Yeah.
Because I'll reiterate it. I never used the term in a real way. It was always like a
So-
tongue in cheek,
Yeah.
being sarcastic.
And for what
Right.
we know, the origin of the word being woke, when you knew somebody was conscious. Now when people saying it, it's like you're not even really woke, and you using the word woke. You're not really conscious or aware of what's truly happening on the level when we
Well,
came
then let
up
me
with
take
the
you
word.
somewhere else.
No.
Let me
You know
take
what
you
I'm
somewhere
saying?
else. How
You sleep.
How is it that you could fix your lips to be upset with someone who is trying to be aware?
Correct.
How
Are they
could you
trying to be
like
aware?
when because people would be like, "Oh, you're one of those woke leftists." Like that's a
Yes.
thing.
Right.
Right.
Think about the person that would accuse someone of trying to be
Too woke.
Awake.
awake and aware and conscious.
That's Sean, the essence of the term is this. This is what the essence of it, the current meaning
the
is.
current meaning.
The current meaning that the right has created for woke is people like me, perfect example,
Snowflakes.
who are often white. They'll say it about black people, but often white
Right.
and have very progressive ideologies, cares a lot about the advancement of black people, are openly anti-racist, all of the
LGBTQ
supports
plus support.
LGBTQ, all of those things, you are woke. I am. They would say to me,
consider
they
that
would say,
woke.
Rosenberg, shut up,
And
wokey,
that's slander.
you woke left.
Wokey?
Oh, I'd get wokey.
Wokey.
I've got
Wait
wokey.
a minute, yo.
I've got
Wokey is
So
crazy.
wait.
That's
I
crazy.
never heard wokey.
They'll be
before.
like,
Seen it
shut up, wokey.
I've gotten
and now
wokies.
woke is a slander.
Yes.
Yes.
Yo, this is crazy.
They're slandering me and people like us for being too caring about other people's needs. Shut up.
Oh, you one of those
You
woke
one of those
people.
woke
Wokey.
snowflakes, you wokey snowflake.
You's a wokey snowflake.
That's exactly
That's
it.
No,
ridiculous.
now meanwhile,
Is why.
here go to flip on it. And this is why I said chaos and confusion. Here go to flip. Those same people are conspiracy theorists and
Who are
are calling other people woke, but they're so woke they won't take the vax, and they think that the election was rigged.
I mean, it's all.
But that would have been considered conscious and aware. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, but
It's chaos and confusion.
And it all sounds like a bunch of people who are not awake at all and asleep.
That is correct.
To all of this. To what the true origin of what it was. Because if we're not talking about God and spirituality, really, when you were saying somebody was woke, what we talking about? You sleep.
Talk to him.
That's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now everybody who's using it is really asleep,
Correct.
according to the people who came up with the word woke, the slang.
Jonathan, we're talking about the term woke. How does it make you feel now?
Woke, how you guys doing? Woke for me is just being consciously aware, being aware of what's going on in your surrounding, especially what's going on today. Like you guys were talking about the American flag, and I just want to say, try not to confuse and merge Trump with the American flag,
Agreed.
even though that's what's, I guess, being portrayed.
That's what they want to do.
Yo,
Yeah,
you know what the
being
American
patriotic.
flag gets right now, and anybody that's allowed it to be co-opted. Thanks for calling, Jonathan.
No, it's true. He's right, though. It's hard not
He's
to. though.
right.
Let's
He's
go to
right.
Shy Asia. She knows what we're talking about.
Shy Asia.
When you hear these people using woke now, how does it make you feel?
I'm indifferent towards it because I feel like it's used in the best term and sometimes it's not used in the best term. As far as people saying, "Oh, you're not woke" or whatever, we're all woke, but it's considering how you take it. As far as saying like, hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we're
we
here, we're
listening to you.
Yeah, as far as saying like, oh, the person is not woke, it's not saying that. It's saying like, are you really understanding where we're coming from?
No, that
That's
was
all I'm saying.
that was partially a part of the original intent.
But that's not what.
She's
That's
saying
not
that-
what people are doing with it now.
She's saying woke is, are you understanding where I'm coming from? That's what she's saying.
Let's
the
not focus.
definition?
Let's not focus on that. The one thing that she said at the beginning, I think, was relevant is it depends on the situation. She is
she's
right
like-
about that. Like there, you could say
At
it in a
this
way,
point.
yeah, like the way Laura said it was
Nobody-
not being
Yeah.
judgmental or offensive.
Right, but
some
no,
people say it that way.
I don't know. I'm not there, man. Nobody said woke for real. I haven't,
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
right.
no, it wasn't, it was never a for real thing. It was tongue in cheek. It was, you know what I'm
You're
saying?
bothered by the fact that it's a term that's now been co-opted and dictated by the right.
Not even. I'm
So you
bothered
can't
by
even
the
use
fact
it.
that mainstream media uses it like a term that is.
But they've been doing that with slang for so long now, over the last 20 years. The words that they take and act like are real words now. And then they put them in the dictionary.
Right.
So you're just also tight that how are y'all going to be
'Cause I
racist
was.
and hate on hip hop and then steal the culture and slang of it? It is, that part's just annoying.
Flip the meaning.
And then you
feel
hear
it
people
wrong.
saying it. You hear Tucker Carlson saying it. And you're like, what the hell happened to this word?
Me coming from an urban area, when I hear woke, like stay woke, I'm feeling like, stay woke for your surroundings, stay woke for what's going
keep
on.
your head on a
Like,
swivel.
and not keep your hand on a swivel, all of that. So for me, it's, you learn something new every day. So from the hear all the political side of it, this is the first time I'm really hearing it. So I'm pretty sure this is the first time I'm hearing it. It's a lot of people out there. It's like, they're like,
So
damn,
in your
that's
world,
my first
and
Wait.
but you're like Shawnee,
Yeah.
where in your world, in the world that you operate in, ain't nobody even paying attention to all this political pundits and mainstream media using the word like
mean,
that.
Yeah, we really not. And I mean, I'm from Harlem, so we just know from our surroundings. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what we think. Like, yo, when I see my man, like, yo, stay woke, yo, be safe.
Be
You know what I mean?
safe.
Like,
Right.
And
but we
I
ain't
was
gonna-
not thinking like that. So I know if I'm feeling like that, I know it's mad people out there from my not just from my area, just around the barrows that's feeling the same way. Like, so
Facts.
I felt like I had to call up.
Facts.
plus
Appreciate you,
a
Mom.
part
Respect,
that you guys
Love.
a part that you guys left out that I was going to mention is that woke. That was big internet talk too. It wasn't really
Yeah, like I
in
only
the streets. That's,
I
if
only-
you're not on the internet,
Right.
on Twitter and whatever all day, for the most part, people are not really even gonna.
That's why I said earlier, I don't even hear it in my real life. I only hear it on the news
Right.
or Twitter. It's not even
Right.
a real life thing. That's why when Laura Stylez said it earlier, I was like, what?